It all happened just as I was frying up those chicken wings to make fried chicken wings for our dinner. Tyler, honey, can you hand me the tongs from there?
Sadie, I need to talk to you about something.
Oh, what is it, honey? I'm almost done frying up these chicken wings.
Let's get a divorce.
Huh? What do you mean?
A child. I have a child now.
Excuse me?
So, what I'm saying is that I have a child with a woman I cheated on you with.
The moment my husband, Tyler, said these words, my mind went completely blank. My husband had an affair with another woman behind my back? And that they have a child now? I couldn't keep up with all the thoughts and questions I had in my head. While I was working so hard back at home, my husband was just having a good time with another woman. Once I married Tyler, we immediately moved in with his parents. The reason for this was because Tyler's father passed away suddenly, and his mother, Kathy, became very weak due to her illness. So, as a newly wedded wife, I began taking care of Kathy. And for the next 10 years, I did my best to take care of Kathy until she passed away. Kathy had passed away a few weeks before, and it was time for us to finally begin our lives as a married couple. And yet, while I was trying my best to juggle caregiving and house chores, my husband was having an affair with another woman behind my back. I had literally devoted my entire 20s to take care of Kathy for the first 10 years of our marriage. And yet, during that time, my husband had been doing whatever he wanted to do. Thinking like that, I suddenly became very angry. How could you even do that to me? Do you even know how much I have devoted myself and done for this house?
I really do feel sorry about it, Sadie.
How long have you been having an affair for?
Since, about 2 years ago.
Hearing this, I was just so speechless. 2 years ago was when Kathy was at her worst. Because of her illness, she couldn't really eat much. She kept on getting fevers, and days continued where I had to stay by her side until midnight. At that time, I had to be there for her every single day, so I was very much sleep deprived for a couple of weeks. I asked Tyler about the reason why he had cheated on me. And to this, my husband said that it was because since I was too busy taking care of Kathy, he missed me so much, and he ended up having an affair with another woman. I was just too speechless that I didn't know what to say to Tyler. For whom and for what reason did he think I worked so hard to take care of the house and his mother? It was all for the sake of my beloved husband. But all those intimate feelings and love that I had for Tyler were suddenly gone the moment I found out about his affair. That's it. I'm out of here. Saying just that, I packed my bags and decided to leave. When I returned to my parents' house with my suitcase, they looked really surprised. But when I explained the situation to them, my parents were angry with my husband and told me that I could stay at their place as long as I wanted. So from then on, I had to look for a job to prepare to live on my own. But unfortunately, it was hard to find a company that would hire a person like me after 10 years of being a housewife who only took care of her husband's mother. So I gave up looking for office jobs and decided to work in the restaurant business for now. Then, a steakhouse in town was looking for an opening staff, so I decided to apply for it. And surprisingly, the owner hired me, and I ended up working as their kitchen staff. From then on, while working, I consulted with my lawyer about divorce settlement and prepared to request for the divorce and alimony from Tyler. Since my husband wanted a divorce and admitted the fact that he had cheated, I thought things would go smoothly. But the alimony request did not go as smoothly as I had hoped. The reason for that was because Tyler's lover, Clara, did not really know that Tyler was actually a married man. So she had insisted that she did not want to pay alimony because she did not know about the fact that Tyler was actually married. When I heard the story through my lawyer, I was just fed up. Even though Clara didn't know about it, it still won't change the fact that they were both being unfaithful. So it was only natural that they should be punished about it. I had also demanded Tyler's parents' inheritance, but Tyler argued about it. The reason why I demanded for their inheritance was because I was told by my lawyer that if I had cared for them for 10 years, I had the right to claim for the inheritance. But my ex-husband is not satisfied with that and has clearly stated that he will not give me the inheritance. So, for these reasons, for about a few months, I have been communicating with Tyler and Clara through my lawyer. Since it was through my lawyer, all the messages were sugar-coated, but it seems that both Tyler and Clara had a lot of bad things to say about me, and they said that I was very greedy with money and so on and so forth. But, I spent all my entire 20s to take care of Kathy. So, I deserved to get paid for it, of course. I couldn't really care less of what Tyler and Clara had to say about me. I got very impatient of what was happening, so I decided to confront Tyler and Clara directly. The four of us, including my lawyer, decided to discuss about the issue. My ex-husband, whom I hadn't seen in a long time, got a little fatter than before. I had heard that he had remarried with Clara, and he was living with her, so he must have gained weight because of the happy lifestyle he's having with Clara. Clara had long brown hair and a slightly cold atmosphere, just the way Tyler prefers in a woman. When we began the conversation, Clara just glared at me coldly and said, "Will you please cut it out? Because of you, we can't really live happily." Excuse me? It's because you both are always complaining about the conditions, right? I also don't want anything to do with you people ever again. You're always just requesting so much about money, money, money. You're so greedy, aren't you? Didn't you actually marry Tyler just for his inheritance? How dare you say that to me? Do you have any idea how much pain I've endured to take care of his mother and doing the house chores for 10 whole years? I loved Tyler so much that I took care of his mother, who isn't even related by blood, all these years. So, I really don't deserve to be told by you that I'm just after the money. Then, Tyler began to open his mouth and said something really outrageous to me.
If you say that you loved me, then why don't you just let it all slide? The fact that you keep asking for inheritance and money like this makes it seem like that's what you were after all along. Just step down gracefully, and we won't say anything bad about you anymore.
What the hell is he talking about? Tyler's the one who had the affair in the first place, so that's why we're all caught up in this mess. Wow, he must be so stupid. Step aside gracefully? What are you talking about when you were the one having an affair? And I loved you even before I found out about the affair. And now, I don't love you at all since I found out about you cheating on me. By having an affair, you wasted 10 precious years of my life, you know. And for that, I am asking for alimony and inheritance. If you both refuse to pay me alimony and inheritance, I will report all of this to your relatives and to the company you work at. Then, Tyler began to change his attitude towards the whole situation, as if he thought what I said was a really bad idea.
All right then. We'll give you the alimony and the inheritance, so come on, give us a break now.
Huh? You're gonna give it to her? I am completely against this.
Please, just do me a favor and do what I say. You don't know what will happen to both of us if she reports this to the company, you know?
Apparently, Clara works at the same place as Tyler, and the story that they told to the company is that they began dating after Tyler's divorce and ended up getting married. Because Tyler asked her to do so, even though Clara was not convinced at all, she reluctantly accepted to pay for the alimony. So finally, after about a year of many discussions, Tyler and Clara gave in, and I was able to receive the alimony and half of the inheritance. But when I was about to leave after our discussion, Clara snarled at me, saying, "You're an old hag who is a greedy money grubber, and you'll live alone for the rest of your life." I got so angry that I wanted to hit her, but my lawyer stopped me. My lawyer shouted,
"If you hit her now, you'll ruin everything."
Clara looked at me with a smirk on her face as I turned red and got angry. I was just so frustrated. I felt like she got to me at the very last moment. A week or so later, I received my alimony and inheritance, but I still didn't feel that good about it as I was still frustrated about what Clara had said to me. The words Clara said to me are now stuck in my head, and I couldn't get them out even if I wanted it to. I want to forget them, but I can't, and as I remember them over and over again, I just get so annoyed and frustrated about it. But I know that I will never see them again, and even if I went to see them now, they would be too cautious to do anything to me. Of course, I have decided to report the whole story about them to their company, but I wasn't just satisfied enough by that. I kept thinking that I wanted to do something to get back at them. Then I had an idea, and so I planned it and proceeded to it right away. About a week later, the plan worked, and Tyler and Clara came to the steakhouse where I worked at. Oh yes, I put a flyer which has coupons for the steakhouse into their mailbox. It was what I had in my mind as a last resort, but I didn't think that it would work out this well. Both Tyler and Clara took their seats and ordered from the menu. The waitress gave me a look once they got seated and ordered, and from there, I began to cook. In fact, I had told all the staff members of the steakhouse about this plan, and they all cooperated with me. Even the owner also said, "If you're going to do it, let's do it to the end. That's the strength of a real woman." And she also agreed to cooperate with us. The food was then brought to Tyler and Clara's table. to avoid any suspicion, I made the salad and soup properly, which was set on the table at first. Both Tyler and Clara ate it, saying that it was all delicious. The next dish was the highlight from the plan. The waitress put the steak and mashed potatoes on the table for Tyler and Clara. Tyler, who loves steak, looked really happy when it came. Clara also looked like she loves to eat steak and mashed potatoes and looked really happy at her plate. And just as the two of them began to eat, ah!
This is so spicy, 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 spicy!
What the hell is this crap? Both of them looked really desperate to drink water.
What is the meaning of this being too spicy?
Hey, you! Over there! You better come over here right away! Since they called for the waitress, I went out to them from the kitchen myself. When they saw me coming out, they were absolutely mortified.
Sadie, is that you? Why the hell are you here?
What do you mean? I work here, you know. Anyways, how was it? My special menu of steak and mashed potatoes. You were the one who made this? I can't eat anything very spicy like that. Oh, is that so? I'm sorry about that, I guess. I knew that Tyler loved spicy things, so that's why I made it very spicy on purpose. For making the sauces for the steak and mashed potatoes, I had put in jalapenos, habaneros, and chili peppers.
Did you make it really spicy on purpose?
Since it was too spicy for him, I think it was really difficult for him to speak properly. Then that flyer with the coupon, was that... Oh, did you finally realize? Yes, I did all of that for you two. Well then, mission complete. Then I looked at Clara with a huge grin on my face. The next moment, Clara became enraged, saying, "You bitch!" and jumped on me. Then Clara knocked me down and began to hit me several times. Seeing what was happening, Tyler said,
"Hey, stop it!"
and tried to stop Clara. But it was already too late. Other customers took the opportunity to take out their phones and record videos of Clara hitting me nonstop. And the steakhouse's security cameras also caught the scene perfectly. The other staff called the police on them, and a few minutes later, the police car flew in. Clara was arrested on the spot. As Clara was getting arrested, Tyler was saying,
"How could this even happen?"
I also went with them to the police station for questioning. I explained the police that Tyler and Clara did not like what they were eating, and when I, who was in charge of cooking their dish, went to deal with the situation, these customers happened to be my ex-husband and his remarried partner, and that, seeing me, Clara got upset and knocked me down. The police believed my side of the story, and I sued Clara for the assault. And I succeeded in getting another alimony from her. It seems that the guests who were there provided the news with a video footage of the time Clara jumped on me, and the evening news was all over this incident. As a result, this arrest, of course, had spread to Clara's company, and she was fired. And I also reported about Tyler's affair to the company, and Tyler was given a pay cut and was transferred to a regional office as a demotion, while everyone around him looked at him coldly. Tyler and Clara sold Tyler's parents' house, paid me alimony, and flew together to a rural area where no one knew about them. They both deserve what they got. Everyone at the steakhouse was worried about me coming back from the hospital, and then praised my plan, saying that was amazing. The owner also said to me, "You are indeed the woman I aspire to be. Sadie, you will be able to live strongly even if you are single for now." And now I am working hard at the same steakhouse, but I am now a full-time employee here. I also got a boyfriend who was introduced by my friend, and it's going pretty well, so I am going to devote myself to work and love my work as much as I can so that I can make up for my wasted 20s. Thank you for watching until the end. Please subscribe to our channel. We hope to see you in our next video.